On this season of Minecraft Survivor, 14 castaways embarked on a journey like never before. Welcome everyone to Minecraft Survivor Season 1, Brazil.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
They had to not only battle the elements, but each other.
All he does around camp is just talk about survivors and all the survivors he's played and how good he is, and I'm just like, I don't really care.
You think you're ahead with this move?
No, I think that we have
So
a,
then why
a
did you do
strong
it?
four. I think that Griffin's more loyal.
And yet you leave me out of a quote strong four and you expect me to be okay with it.
It was a season filled with epic blindsides. Andrew, that story? Tonight that's enough. Just bring me your torch.
No way. It's all good.
Light.
Yeah.
That's
my
good.
God.
Tonight that's
Yeah.
enough.
Oh.
Bring me your torch.
Oh my god, oh my.
Crazy moves.
You guys ready to do something big?
Yeah,
Sure.
What's the plan?
Okay, listen, so they're for no reason throwing out my name, and Beybak, who I thought was close to me, is doing some dumb shit right now.
I'm here and we got votes tonight for Beybak. We got votes to do it, and if you want to join us, you can.
I need to turn these fucking tables. Currently, Beybak's ass is on the line. I'm gonna do something I may just regret. I'm playing that. I'm playing that for Beybak.
Oh, Joe!
Oh. In the midst of all the chaos, only 5 remain. Joe. Joe has been seen as a big threat ever since his idle play, and just lost his number 1 in Light. Can he overcome the odds and make it to the end?
I made it out by the skin of my tits. I've made deals with people. I've betrayed people. I've given people main character syndrome. I've done everything to ensure I have control in this game. And if I make it to the end, I definitely think I have a solid case enough to win.
Beybak has been playing all sides, constantly flipping on his allies. Will his sneaky gameplay get him to the end?
The fact that I'm here in the final 5 is breathtaking. I'm so excited to be here, regardless of what happens from now on, but I think I've got a good chance. All I gotta do is get to that final 2 and seal the friggin' deal. Let's go!
Corn. He's been given the title of Rookie. Can this rookie come out and claim the title of Sole Survivor?
I never expected me to get this far, especially as a newbie player. We're in the final stretch, the last course. We can see the finish line.
Jacoby, another rookie looking to leave their mark. Will this rookie be given a shot or be taken out right before the end?
At the end of the day, I've earned my spot here. I want to win this game. That will to win is what's going to drive me. I want to win this game so freaking badly. This is my game to lose.
Joker. After winning multiple immunity challenges, everybody wants him out. Will this underdog make it to the end, or will he fall just short?
I've been in and out of votes, and I've won 3 immunities so far. I feel like the only person that can take me down at this point is myself, and I just have to keep my streak alive.
Who will have what it takes to outlast all the rest, and who will fall just short of making it to the end? Find out right now in the finale of Minecraft Survivor Brazil.
I bet a lot of you are wondering, why did your vote end up on Light? Light was supposed to do the 3-2-1. Everyone thought it was going to tie. The 2-2 split was there, so it would tie. However, with Light going back on his word, decided that he can't betray his number 1 ally, Joe. Oh man, he would be so upset. He wrote his own death warrant. It's much better to have the evil that you know is evil than the evil that you don't.
This is the base that me and Joker built, and we made a little alliance, and we made it all the way to the finale! Oh my god! I genuinely didn't think we would make it, but my man pulled out those immunity wins. It's been rough for the Lime Tribe, but we single-handedly pulled off a blindside. We got what we wanted, and I'm gonna try and go all the way with him. You know, I feel like I've made a case to beat him in the end, honestly. Depends on the perception. I think Joker's my best bet.
God, last vote was way too close for my liking. Corn somehow got involved in a tie, which sucks. But at the same time, Light going home is good, because at least Corn's still here. If Joker wins immunity, it's got to be Joe. And really, I'm just hoping that I can get the votes together in Corn and I can survive another round.
I think realistically, it would have been smartest to have taken me out there and taken that opportunity, because right now I am the shit's tits. I've been in the spotlight basically since I played that idol for Beybak, and yet I only got votes for the first time last night. Joker winning all these immunities is really fucking annoying, because, like, it feels like my only chance to survive any further is if Joker just loses.
Welcome, Final 5, to your next immunity challenge. Before I explain it, Joker, swim on up.
I suppose if I have to. Okay. Here you go.
Individual immunity is back up for grabs. I'll now explain today's challenge. In today's immunity challenge, castaways will be attempting to solve a logo puzzle. Castaways must also keep their minecart moving and pressing a button while also attempting to solve the puzzle. If your minecart falls, you must maneuver it through your cobwebs. Then you can put it back in your cart to restart the system. The first castaway to solve their puzzle wins immunity. Alright, survivors ready? Go! Everyone's minecarts are starting to rock and roll. They gotta keep track of that while we're working on the puzzle.
Oh shit.
Beybak would not keep. Oh, a lot of people not keeping track of their minecarts.
Oh, did I? Is it already? Oh.
Yep.
That is not a lot of time. What am I supposed to do? Okay.
What's this challenge?
You really don't have a lot of time, holy shit.
Go through the thing! How does this work? Wait.
Corn still has the original piece placed on the puzzle.
At least he's got one. On the bright side.
Yeah. Work now.
Check.
All right, Joker has won yet again.
Oh my god.
In somewhere. I got a bit of a
Stupid
beat on.
minecart.
Joker, for the 4th time this season, step on up.
Good job, man.
Good job, Joker.
You have won yet another immunity challenge at safety at the Final 5, guaranteeing your spot at the Final 4. As for the rest of you, one of the 5 of you will be voted out tonight and be the 5th member of our jury. Head on back to camp. I'll give you the afternoon to think about it.
I feel completely helpless right now. Is there even a way that I fucking survive this? Because I know the Beybak has got me, but now that I've broken the trust of Jacob and Korn, I feel like they're gonna gun for me. Joker's definitely gunning for me. I'm in such a fucking bad spot right now, aren't I?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I'm putting my vote on you. That's because I respect you as a player, and I respect the game, and I'm not just gonna sit here and sell you some bullshit.
I don't want to give up, but the situation feels so difficult to get out of. But I'll never stop fighting, and just with a fucking miracle, I'll make it to Final 4.
If any of us want to make it to the Final 2 without relying solely on immunities, we need to make it to Final 4 together. I truly believe that.
I'd really like that, but unfortunately Joker has already confirmed that he is going to be placing his vote on me, which...
You can try to work around it, whatever, but Joe, I respect you way too much as a player, and I respect your game way too much to let you make it to the Final 4. Everyone sees me as the biggest threat, including my #1 allies, and I'm the person who has won the most immunity challenges. And once Joe goes home, I think my chances of winning this game are so incredibly high. And all I need to do is stay tuned in, stay focused. I don't need to fumble the bag here. I gotta stay in line. Joe goes here. One of Corn or Jacoby comes out next. And then it's me versus Beybak for the title of Soul. And I've just really, really, really got to work my ass off to get there.
I think this next vote is fairly obvious.
We fucking got it. We're in the final four, baby.
We got this.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Let's
we're here.
fucking go.
I think the plan so far is to vote Joe, who it's kind of a no-brainer, but Jacob wants to talk to me real quick, so we're gonna see how that goes out. But yeah, I think I'm fine for this vote.
Do you want to be the fall man, or should I? Who's gonna? Because one of us needs to cast a rogue vote right now.
Why?
Joe has an idol. We're fucked.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm down for whatever. If you want to do it, you can. If you want me to do it, I'm fine with whatever.
I trust you enough to do it. Unfortunately, I think Joe is the plan here. Joe's got to go, but I am having Corn put a rogue vote on Beybak. It sucks to see Joe go. If he has an idol, full respect to him. This act was amazing. Do you have an idol?
No, I've got nothing. I have nothing. You need someone to take out Joker. And
this is true.
I'm the best bet. It's not a perfect bet, I know that. But it's the best opportunity you'll have. I didn't think I'd ever get emotional about it. Bro, I might just become religious if I fucking survive, to be honest. But, you know, if I go out here, I'll go out, I would go in swinging, I would come out swinging, and, you know, I played a fucking hell of a game.
It's like, you got immunity, and I don't think Joe's going for me.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is why I'm kind of biased for the decision of, like, bringing him to Final Four, because it's the best chance of, like, if you win immunity, I'm pretty...
Here's my thing, man. Yeah. And I believe this straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you are probably the best two players left in the game.
Yeah. I really want to convince Joker to keep Joe so I can have that guaranteed. Whoever loses immunity goes home, and I think I can beat Joker in the end. I really love Joe for saving me. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So I'm gonna keep fighting for him. I'm gonna keep doing what I can, but it's not looking good for him.
We're down to the final 5 of this game. Joker, your 4th immunity this season, your 3rd in a row. How does it feel, especially this late in the game?
Oh my god, bro. I mean, you were sitting there when you announced that I had won. You heard me jump up out of my chair. Every single immunity win feels better and better each time because it's just getting me closer and closer to the end.
Now, turning over to Beybak. With it being the final 5 of this game, how crucial is this vote?
Every vote in this season has a purpose. Some of them don't affect the jury as much. Some of them aren't as significant as, you know, we're close to the end, so there's more pressure. Everybody here has a genuine shot to win. They all have a case to win. And so the pressure is on.
Alright, so Corn, turning over to you.
Yes.
If everyone here has some win equity left, and everyone here is considered a threat to win, how do you make the decision of who should go home?
I would say, if this was any normal Minecraft Survivor Final 5 Tribal Council, I would say, oh yeah, you'd pick whoever you think can beat you in the end. But frankly, everyone here has a great case and a very good resume. It's really down to find out what the jury perceives and who you trust the most.
JacobyMatt, this is one of the first times you're coming out of a tribal that you didn't get votes last tribal council. Do you feel good heading into this one?
Yeah, Joker's the only one here that can 100% say he is safe, and everyone else, we're kind of all clawing and fighting our spot. Obviously, we're in the finale now, so the game seriously, it starts to get serious now.
All right, and last but not least, Joe, you got a couple votes last time, and you were actually in the revote as well. So, how do you feel heading into this tribal now?
Yeah, it does feel bittersweet because I know that I'm going to be getting votes this tribal as well. It's really beyond my control at this point, and my fate this tribal is down to the other people around me. So it does make me nervous, but it's one of those situations where the fate is there. It's just whether or not I can accept it.
All right, now time to vote. JacobyMatt, you're up first.
Man, it's been an honor and a pleasure and all the other formalities I can say to play with you. Tonight, you were just on the wrong side of the numbers for too long. You caused Joker to be out of too many votes, and unfortunately that caused him to flip on you and for you to go out.
My fate is out of my control at this point. You know, I'm always going to be proud of what I've done, so hopefully things go well here, but if they don't, I can at least be still, you know, have that feeling of accomplishment to myself.
I'll go collect the votes. I have collected the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, it's your last time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Joe. Second vote, Corn. Third vote, Beybak. 2 votes left. Joe. The 9th person voted Elf, and the 5th member of our jury. Joe, that's 3.
Yeah.
That's enough. Please
There
bring
it
my torch.
GG, my dude.
Good game,
Game,
Joe.
Yeah,
I
I
would...
could not be proud of how I've done.
Alright, Joe. You played great. It was an honor having you this season. Thank you for coming out. But unfortunately, tonight, the tribe has spoken. You are a member of the jury, so you do have a say in who wins this game. But for now, head on out.
It's
See ya,
been
Joe.
It's
I'm
been an
pulling with
honor.
you.
Bye, Joe.
Genuinely do not feel bad about getting cut here. You played so well.
God, 5th place again. I can't fucking escape it. To think that if I didn't turn up and I didn't, you know, play the way I did, I can be nothing but proud of myself.
This game has genuinely been an emotional roller coaster. We've got 2 limes, me and Beybak. I don't think anyone thought that me and Beybak were going to be the last 2, but we're here. There's Corn and Jacoby, who are the 2 that I said would be in the final 4 if they slip past final 9 and 8, and they're here, and they're working together, and me and Beybak are working together, and it's going to be a clash for the ages. I'll give you fire if I win immunity, or you'll give me fire if you win immunity, and then at final 3, winner takes it all, man.
It's a deal, man.
Absolutely.
It's a deal.
I'm still here in the final 4 with my day 1 ally Joker. Who would have thought that would happen? We've had a strange alliance. The problem now is Joker and I are the biggest threats in this game. So we made a pact. We give each other a chance in the fire making challenge. If Joker loses immunity, do I honor that? I like the idea of like having a chance of winning final 3 immunity.
I just got past the final 5. We're going into final 4. I'm gonna fail this immunity challenge. You know how it goes. Hopefully, I can measle my way into final 3. We shall see.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I am in the final 4. I never thought I would make it here in a million years, yet somehow, someway, I keep staying alive. I keep scraping by in the past 2 without a vote even. This game is not over. We are at the most important rounds of the game, but I want to win. Having that will to win is what's going to make me win. And at this point, we've come too far to take 4th or 3rd or 2nd. I have to win. No questions asked.
Welcome, Final Four, to your Final Four Immunity Challenge. Joker, I'll take it back.
Hey,
Immunity. Back up for grabs. I will now explain today's challenge. In today's immunity challenge, castaways will go through 6 different obstacles, attempting to grab keys at the end of them. Once the castaway has completed all 6 obstacles and made it back to the top, they can use their keys to open the barrels. The barrels will reveal 6 different questions. Once the castaways have opened all 6 barrels and answered all 6 questions, they can add up all their answers and use that number as a key to open the final chest to gain immunity. The first castaway to open their chest and gain immunity wins immunity. Alright, survivors ready?
Yep.
Go! That was a rhetorical question.
Well, I answered it anyway. Have to break every single thing in this.
Corncorn's doing a really bad job in this sand dig.
What do you mean? I'm supposed to find it, right?
Fucking finally, Jesus Christ.
Joker's got his first. Corncorn headed up with his first. Beybak still has one.
Do I just put it in here?
Item frame.
Check. Potions.
Let me check. You're good. Here you go.
Where did we fill them up with water?
Underneath.
Listen, I'm like certified S tier dumb. All right.
Hold up.
Fuck no. Man, that one's tough. Okay, let me
You,
get
you have to make it to the gold, right? Just the gold?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool. Check to move on to doing the books.
You're good. Good. No one really close besides Beybak. And Jacoby now. Jacoby's got 3.
Oh, I got it! I got the fucking
Alright. And with that, Joker is won his 5th individual immunity this season and his 4th in a row, guaranteeing spot at the Joker, congratulations, you have won your 4th individual immunity in a row and your 5th total of the season. Congratulations.
Woo.
You will be making the final 3. As for the rest of you, you guys will have the afternoon to think about it, but you guys will be voting off someone tonight. Good luck. I'll give you the afternoon to think about it.
I cannot believe I did it. I just won 4 comps in a row. 5 total. There's probably one up on the horizon for me still. And I'm sitting here, a guaranteed spot in the final 3. I mean, my game has been a roller coaster, genuinely. From like Final 9 onwards, I had the rug swept out from under me, and I've had to claw my way back slowly but surely. And I'm so proud of myself for that.
Our house that we built on day dot, bro. So proud of you for winning immunity. Obviously, kind of devastated knowing that I'm going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but
of
you
course,
know you have fire.
Yeah, at the very least, and I'm going to be pleading my ass off to them because if there's any chance that, like, I don't think they will, but it's worth the shot of getting them to vote each other because, like,
they have such similar stories. You know, I love Joker, and I did agree to bring him to fire. He's won immunity, so now I'm vulnerable. I'm just relying on him taking me to fire, and then I just have to plead my ass off, hoping to God that I can convince Jacob or Korn to vote each other, because their stories are extremely similar. They have been seen as a duo all game, and they need to separate themselves from each other. Especially if they don't want to get to the end with Joker, they need someone who's the best chance of beating him in a challenge, which at this point is somehow me. You and Jacob are, of course, pretty close, and I can understand that.
Yes.
It's going to be me going to fire, potentially. But, of course, I genuinely believe you need to consider keeping me around and, like, work with me on this vote. And because, like, stories are so similar, and you're definitely seen as the lesser of the two, so I would argue that strategically, you need to make the move to differentiate yourself, vote him out, and then let's work together to get Joker out in the challenge, which is my second point. I'm the only one who's gotten close to beating him in immunity. None of us beat Joker in the end. We know this.
I think both Jacob and I know what needs to be done. We're gonna try to go to Rocks. I just had a lot of fun this season, and no matter what happens, you know, I'm satisfied, man. I think I've played one heck of a season.
I think you have a much better case than Korn. The problem is it's so similar. I go home now. The chances of you winning immunity, that's all you get. You just win immunity, and that's it.
Well, audience, it's we're at the final four. We're down to the nitty gritty. This is the first time in the game I have truly, honestly felt nervous about a vote. Previous times I knew I was getting votes, but I wasn't really nervous because I knew it wasn't enough to send me home. But tonight, it just takes one person rogue voting in order for me to go home.
What's going to happen is Beybak is going to try to pin you two against each other so he can slide through without having to do fire or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give him fire, but you and Korn do not need to be duped into letting him slip through without it.
I would say you're probably right.
Yeah. You two both need to put your votes on him. Let him go to fire, because I'm giving him fire.
I don't think Korn's winning that fire. Is that who you guys are putting in, I'm assuming? Or is
That's
it
who he
me?
wants me to put in.
Okay, so I don't think Korn's winning that fire making.
You are probably going into fire against Beybak. Okay.
How does fire work?
So there's going to be logs and stone and like all of the materials to make a flint and steel, and you're gonna have to be the first one to craft a flint and steel and light something on fire. Okay. What you want to do is you want to start smelting your iron before you worry about the flint. Okay.
Okay. One thing though, what makes you so sure that I'm going to be able to beat Beybak? Because I'm assuming you don't want to sit next to him.
I'm not entirely sure that you can beat him. Lord knows I don't want to sit next to him in the end, right?
Yeah.
I do think I could beat him if I sat next to him into the end, but I think it'd be harder.
He has made it clear that I'm going to be going against fire.
Yes, from what I'm hearing, you are going in fire against him. You played a hell of a game, especially for your first showing. If this is the end, it was an honor working with you throughout the game.
Indeed.
And I promise you, the rookie's gonna take this home.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Welcome, Final Four. Getting a look at the jury. Joe voted out the last tribal council. So, Joker, once again, you have one immunity. You're
fourth in a row, fifth total.
Fourth in a row, fifth total. It's a great accomplishment. And how does it feel knowing that you locked your spot into the final three?
I mean, 4 in a row, 5 total. I'm not trying to brag. I find that impressive in itself. I'm really proud of myself for being able to do that. And being able to know that I have a selected spot in the final 3, I mean, it's just an amazing feeling.
And I guess we're just going to ask a question to the other 3. How does it feel not having immunity, and how would it feel having your journey get cut this close to the end? We can go right to left. Beybak, you're first.
I woke up at like 10 a.m., had a 10-hour domino shift, didn't go to sleep. 3 a.m., this started. It is now 5:52 p.m. I have not slept. I have put a lot into this game, and it'll be devastating to lose it now, but we would all be devastated to lose it now. It is quite the group of people, and no one would have expected this Final Four, which says a lot.
All right, Corn, how about you?
Well, it's been a journey, man, and especially since it's my first time. Like, that's so crazy that I even managed to get this far in the first place, and to be able to make it this far is just, like, honestly, it's like the greatest Christmas present ever, even though it's not Christmas. I'd been content with how I played.
Last but not least, Jacoby.
No, it'd be absolutely devastating if I lost. I mean, we've all poured our heart and soul over the last couple of days into this game. None of us want to go. We all want to stay here and keep fighting and keep pleading our case. But such is the nature of such a brutal game that is Survivor. Only certain people can stay. And I'm going to be 100% honest, and I'm not even going to try to hide anything. I think where we're sitting tonight is the line's divided down these 2 blocks.
It's been a lot of duos this season, and it comes down to this.
Yeah, it really does.
We'll see what happens with this Final Four. Jacoby, you're up first. I have collected the votes, and I will now read them. First vote. Beybak.
How dare
Second
you?
vote. Corn.
Yep.
Third vote. Beybak. 2 votes Beybak, 1 vote Corn. Last vote.
Me.
Corn. We are tied.
Yep.
Now, Joker, Jacoby.
Joker, I'm assuming you're staying with Beybak.
Yeah, Corn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm staying.
This is fire making, Beybak and Corn. What you'll be doing is you'll be running out into the wild over here and using all the materials that you see to go and craft a flint and steel. The first person to come back here with the flint and steel and light their respective netherrack wins fire and will stay in the game. The other person will be a jury member. You guys both understand?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. Survivor's ready. Go.
All right, let's go over here.
Oh, is my sprite gone already? Oh, it is.
Corn and Beybak both get their trees. Who's gonna chop one first? Choppity choppity chop.
My hands are shaking.
Looks like Beybak has a slight lead right now.
You got this, Corn.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Remember what I said, if you believe you can, then you will.
Yeah. Amen.
Beybak is now smelting the iron. Just needs a flint and steel and he is done.
What? How's he that close? Crap.
Seems like Beybak's heading down now. And Beybak has one fire making.
Oh my god!
Good stuff,
Good job,
Beybak.
Beybak.
Yeah,
Oh, my heart's gonna beat out of my chest.
Yeah.
Good job,
I've been so, like, shaky.
Beybak, congratulations, you survived fire and you will live another day. Unfortunately, that means for you, Corn, it is time.
Oh.
Tribe has spoken. Please burn me your torch.
Hey, Corn, before you go,
Yeah.
thanks for sticking with me, brother.
Of course.
Been a hell of a ride.
Yeah.
Alright, Corn. It was a pleasure to have you, man.
Thank
I think
you.
it's more appropriate to say that the fire has spoken. Head on out.
All right. Good luck to all of you guys. And may the best man win.
Yeah.
Alright.
Man, that was one heck of a tribal. I couldn't have asked for a better first game. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed my experience. I'm sincerely looking forward to seeing who wins this season. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun, and I just want to thank all the production team and Echo for hosting this wonderful experience.
The worst possible scenario just happened. I'm down my ally, and at this point, I'm against two absolutely great competitors. And honestly, I wouldn't have wanted this game to end any other way, but I still have one challenge left to play. This is still my game to win. I'm going to go into it with that confidence. And if I am confidently wrong, then I'm confidently wrong, but that's the sacrifices I'm willing to live with. Alright, I mean, here's what I'm going to say. I am pretty aware that you two are together, and there's probably nothing much I can say.
I'm in the final 3. Me and Joker are in the final 3. Bro, Jacoby, this dude got targeted like 4 tribals in a row, and he's still here. What a stacked final 3. Genuinely, everyone played massive games. Now it just comes down to the final immunity, but Joker's been pretty open with me that he's like, okay, let's get you to final 3, and then let's battle it out at the end. I don't think he has any intention of taking me. I have been writing notes of what I can say to plead my case as to why I should be taken over Jacoby, just in case. But I'm going to try my ass off with this immunity. I'm playing to win. I am not giving up. I really hope I can pull out this last immunity challenge. I'm going to be screaming and crying if I do. Well, it is pretty funny that you say that, because I'm also the other way around. I feel like I've got to plead my case instead.
I didn't think I could make it here, but I feel like I've played this game to its fullest. I feel like I've experienced every single up and every single down the game has to offer. And now it just comes down to this. Me versus Beybak versus Jacoby. And honestly, I'm extremely happy to see this final 3. And I'm extremely excited to get to this challenge, because this will decide everything. Absolutely everything.
Welcome, Final 3, to your final immunity challenge. First things first, Joker, I'll take it back for the last time this season.
Yeah.
Alright, immunity is back up for grabs. I will now explain today's challenge.
In today's immunity challenge, castaways will be battling out in a simple parkour endurance. Castaways must keep jumping and must keep moving in a circular rotation. If you fall at any point, you are out. During random intervals, I'll ask you to switch. Last castaway remaining wins immunity.
Alright, survivors ready for last time this season. Go.
Shit, I'm out already. Fuck.
It's down to 2. It's down to Joker and Beybak. Which one's gonna fall first?
Fuck!
Beybak falls.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Good job, Joker.
Joker. For the 6th time this season and the 5th time in a row, here you go. You are safe from the vote, and you will be at our final 2, where you have one more important decision to make. Which one of these 2 will sit next to you? I'll give you the afternoon to think about it. You can head back to camp.
I'm voting out Beybak.
Are you serious?
Me and Beybak, we agreed that if we made it to the final 4 together, we give each other fire, and then from final 3 forward, whoever won that challenge,
You're taking the shot?
I'm gonna take my shot at Beybak.
I love you, dude. I'm just gonna pretend I'm giving a Minecraft hug right now. I love you, dude.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I immediately, as soon as I fell during that challenge, and as soon as I saw it was parkour, my heart dropped. But then, I talked to Joker. Joker said, "Hey, Jacoby, you're staying." And honestly, if he votes me out to Beybak, yeah, I'm going to be a little pissed. I mean, you lied to me for no reason at that point. But I truly think that if he lets me stay and I go to Final 2, I actually have a shot to win this game.
I am heartbroken, devastated. This could be the end of Beybak. Like, the fatigue in real life genuinely affects the game. You wouldn't expect it to, but I'm genuinely so, like, hungry because I haven't left my screen that the nerves make me literally shake, and I could not just keep up with the parkour because I just have no energy. But I have a lot of things I can say to Joker. I hope that I can plead enough of a case, but I think he's underestimating Jacob.
I really don't want to vote you out, but we both understand. I mean, you understand, right? There's not any hard feelings.
I understand, but I do still, like, I have shit to say because I feel like we're genuinely underestimating Jacoby. Because, like, think about your story and think about how much you've advocated to make sure Jacoby or Korn didn't make it to the end. And then face him in the end would be, I think, a lacking story for you, especially because you have a lot more to prove.
It's hard, right?
Yeah.
It's a very difficult decision.
I understand. I think sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to make one more point. Like, I'm concerned for your sake because I really want to see you win this game. And Jacoby, I feel like, has a lot to reveal to the jury, and that's huge. Like, his under-the-radar plays and all of that. Like, when you're up against that, especially someone who's kind of had to rely on immunities, that's a big deal.
This decision is hard. Beybak made a pretty good point. I don't know Jacoby's full game. I've watched people under the radar win in those kind of scenarios. But if I go up with Beybak, I feel like it wouldn't be as close. Like, I know Jacoby is going to have Korn's vote. But that's it. That's all the vote that I think he has entirely locked in. But with Beybak, I think that we split the votes that I would take if I went against Jacoby. I'm going to have to make my decision at Tribal. It's a rough one.
Alright, welcome Final 3 to your last Tribal Council of the season. Joker, you have won immunity yet again, congratulations, but you have one more important decision to make. Who sits next to you in the Final 2? How important is his decision?
This decision determines exactly how difficult the FTC is going to be for me. I feel like all three of us have very, very justifiable and very, very probably well thought out jury speeches, and that no matter what, the FTC isn't just going to be a landslide. I think that the decision that I make may even make or break my entire game.
So, Beybak and Jacoby, you guys sit on the opposite side of the spectrum where your fate is decided by Joker tonight. I'll give you each an opportunity to say something if you want to Joker, but if not, you can get straight to the vote.
I just want to say, Joker, love the game you play, dude. Respect whatever decision you make tonight, whether that's keeping me or getting rid of me. Completely up to you. I want you to do what's best for your game. Obviously, I'd love it if you keep me, but whatever's best for your game.
I don't want you to stress in terms of, like, personal or social issues here. It's just simply a strategic decision of, like, the jury. I feel like there's more people on the jury who have seen Jacob's game than who have seen mine compared to you, because you and I work so closely. Anyone who might have seen my game more so would have also seen your game and acknowledged you as a big threat. And I just think you don't have that with some of the people compared to Jacoby.
Alright, Final 3. It's been a long journey, but unfortunately, one of your guys' journey ends tonight. Joker, go cast the vote. Alright, I will go collect the final vote. I've collected the final vote of the season. There's one vote left. This will be the final jury member. The other two will be the final two. First vote, and the only vote. The 12th person voted out, and the 7th and final member of our jury. Beybak. Beybak,
my
that's
God.
one. That's enough.
There it is.
Sorry, man.
Damn, boy.
Beybak, hell of a game, dude.
You came close, but unfortunately, you are our final jury member. Head on out.
Take the flint and steel. Best of luck, you two. Thank you for a cracker of a game. I'm so hungry. Let's get to eat. I played a hell of a game. I'm very proud of myself. And you know what? Technically, I didn't cast a vote. So technically, I still correctly voted at every tribal council. You know, I might have gone home to a vote, but technically every time I voted for the person who went home. So that's a good little statistic. I'm very proud of Joker and Jacoby. Wow, what a confusing final two to say 5 times fast. It's been a blast. Thank you so much, Echo, for having me. I wish I could have won. You know, I got very invested, much more than I thought I would. I'm glad to see that I still have a bit of competitive spirit alive, but that at the end of the day, it's a Minecraft game, and I can have a bit of fun with it.
Oh my god, I made the final two. Are you kidding me right now? Joker legitimately let the dude that was close with all the jury get to final two. I just need to sell my game. I played the greatest social game, probably as best as I could in Survivor. I made sure I was in close with everyone, and although I never led a vote, I was a part of every single vote. I wanted to make sure that I was safe, first of all, and I noticed that whoever was heading a charge always got voted out, so I could never head the charge. Now I just have to tell the jury that. I'm feeling too many emotions right now.
The dawn of the 39th day, and god damn it, I made it. 5 immunity challenges in a row. I made big strategic moves. I was the biggest threat left in the game ever since the final 7. And I'm sitting here today. I think I've got the title of Sole Survivor in the bag. But I'm just so unbelievably happy to be here. The game's not over. I've still got FTC to prove why I should win this game. People already have an idea. I'm the front runner going into the FTC, and what Beybak said might have been true. Jacoby might have played a really good under-the-radar game that I just don't entirely see coming. So I've got to combat that with an overdog game and an underdog game at the same time. Man, I'm ready.
You guys have made it as far as you can in this game, but now the power shifts over to the jury. How we're going to do this is we're going to do a quick 30-second opening speech, and then we're going to go jury speeches. Yeah, because we love jury speeches. Joker and Jacoby, you guys can pick which one of you guys to go first, but whoever goes first here goes last for the closing statements.
Over the past, Lord knows how long it's been at this point, we have battled, all of us, and struggled every single day within this game to try and make it further. What my game pretty much entailed, to summarize, was just playing the under-the-radar game. I realized whoever the head of the alliance was always got targeted, and I couldn't win the challenges to save myself.
I think that there were points where I was a massive underdog. There were definitely points where I was the biggest overdog. And I've been told by multiple people that if I didn't win the immunity challenges that I did, that I was going home. I had by far the biggest physical game, winning 6 comps out of the possible 8 individual immunity challenges. I had what I feel is an outstanding strategic game with a lot of moves that I'm willing to dive into later, and an outstanding social game because I feel like I made a connection with each and every single member of that jury that went just a little bit deeper than the game, and I can say that I actually feel like I'm friends with everyone who is here.
All right, Light, you're up.
Joker, let's start with you. I think that your strategic game, in my opinion, was pretty above average, in my opinion. I think that you definitely knew what was in your best interest. Some of the things that you said to jury members on their way out kind of rubbed off as a bit shallow and a bit superficial. I just really want you to keep that in mind when talking to the rest of the jury. Jacob, we'll move over to you. I just didn't really see your game that much. Like, there were countless times in the game where I really wanted some information and I wanted to talk with you, and then you just left me on red. I'm hoping to see a lot of humility from you guys and honesty, because that's what this jury is actually looking for. I will be listening to every single thing that you guys both say, so good luck.
All right, Banjo, you're up.
I like to think of this FTC as a therapy, so I don't want to hear any crying, I don't want to hear any bitching. What I say is facts, and that is 100% true, okay? Let's start with Jacoby. I have 2 things for you. The first thing is to learn to keep your mouth closed. On my vote out, Joe made it very clear that you were the one who tipped him off about the idol, and therefore you are part of the reason why our plan didn't work to literally take over the game. But do you still think you would have been able to do better in the position of Beybak going out that vote?
I think I would have done worse. I realized that I kind of had to play that middle floater game, as much as it probably isn't respected by a jury. That's the only game I could have really played.
I would love to say that that move was a smart move, but if you had voted with them, talked to Joker, you could have 5-4 reversed it on me and kept Joe's idol. That's the thing. If you had had that proper conversation with him, but he clearly did not trust you enough to do anything with you. So that's on you. And if you lose that FTC, that's just what it is. Joker, oh my god, do I have a few things to say about you.
I'm sure you do.
A lot
that's
of them
fair.
are not nice. A lot of them are not nice. I will make that very clear. So first things first, coming into the beginning of this merge, how close do you think we actually were?
Well, I told you that I wanted to work with you. That was not a lie. I did want to work with you. But you were the person I was the least close to on the Lime tribe. I was most definitely closer with Griffin and Beybak.
Yep, there it is. That's what I was waiting to hear. Least close to on the Lime tribe. Those were the words that I was waiting to hear from you. In reality, that deep-seated thought was why you left me out of that Andrew vote. A lot of the jury members, so I'll kind of piggyback off what Light was saying. You have a certain track record with your voting that a lot of us picked up on, and we know what you're doing and we don't respect it. So if you want to explain it.
From Final 9 forward, I preached that we needed to take out one of Corn and Jacoby. And that it needed to happen because otherwise there was most definitely going to be one of them sitting here and taking up a slot for someone else at the FTC. Which...
Oh, would you look at that? You made the choice to take him with you. That's funny.
I did. But...
Continue.
Obviously, 2 other plans happened, and I was the only one who ended up staying on Corn, which is why I would say the Final 9 is the lowest point in the game for me when it came to voting people out. The Final 8 was the Llama vote, and I genuinely felt really bad for Llama. I figured Llama was going home anyways, but I still voted with him because I felt really bad for him, and that was genuinely what I was feeling at the time. Final 7, I voted for Jacoby because I wanted to keep Griffin in the game. Which at Final 7, I believe, is when people started to really see me and Griffin as a duo. Others were, I was told, were very nervous about me having, quote-unquote, Griffin in my back pocket. Okay. Final 6 was the plan to vote out Joe. It was supposed to be a 3-2-1, in which me, Light, and Jacoby voted out Joe. What ended up happening was Light threw his vote, and in the revote, I felt it was in my best interest, both because I needed to keep winning immunities, and Light was the second best person at immunities, and Light didn't stick to the plan. Light got caught in a 2-2-2 tie, and in the revote, I took the opportunity to vote him out for it.
Alright, I'll stop you there. 9 and 7, you either purposely voted incorrectly, or voted incorrectly just for the sake of voting incorrectly, like that's where you thought the majority was. And then the 8 and 6, you had no idea what was going on and you stumbled your way into it. But yeah, good luck to the rest of you.
Llama, you're up.
It's definitely up in the air for me right now, so these questions are gonna most likely mean a lot. But I'm gonna start off with Jacoby. Kind of a basic question, but what do you think was like your biggest obstacle in this game?
I think the obstacle to overcome is that you guys all have experience in these sorts of games and I don't. How to get around it? Well, I aligned with the other dude that this is his first time learning the ropes, Corn. We said, we need to stick together, and then that's what we did, pretty much.
Joker, I just honestly want you to be straight up honest with me. When you voted with me on my vote, was that for jury management?
I am a outrageous prick when it comes to things like jury management. I won the immunity challenge before the one that Beybak won, and I won every single one after. So I understand how it feels to have the immunity in your hands, and you were so close to having the immunity in your hands, and it was literally taken out from under you by your computer's inability to process correctly.
That's all the questions I have. Thank you both for answering them.
Okay, Griffin, your turn.
I want you to pick a move that you made during this game that best describes the game you presented so far. Like, from the game like you've described, from your opening speech to this point.
I would probably have to say my constant final 3 deals that I made throughout the game. I know for a fact, Beybak, Light, Llama, I know the 3 of you for sure, and there might have been more that I am forgetting. We had a final 3 where it was them, Corn, and me. And that kind of describes what I'm saying with my constantly just playing in the middle.
Probably the deal that I had with Light. I think it would describe my game pretty well because in the round that it happened, I had immunity, which seemed to be an overarching theme of my gameplay. And also, it talked about social bonds that I think not a lot of people saw. We had a deal at Final 7 that what was going to happen is we were going to take out one of Jacoby and Corn, and then we were going to immediately flip on Joe and Beybak the next vote. But I felt like the move encompasses a lot of what I was going for when it came to trying to think about a couple of steps ahead and using social connections that people might not have assumed were really there the entire time.
Thank you both. Hope the rest of the jury doesn't tear you to pieces. And good luck.
Corn. Let's go.
Congratulations. My closest ally, whom you were the only one I truly always trusted in this game, and the thorn in my side for the entire game. But, I mean, all of that kind of goes out the window now. I'm basing my vote off of who I think played the better game. Jacob, some of the jury doesn't fully understand the game that you played, so I just wanted to give you that chance and kind of explain every single vote.
So to start off, Banjo, your vote was me both stumbling into success by taking a calculated gamble. I tipped Joe off, just said, great, I have something to ensure it's not you or Corn. And that was kind of my confirmation, okay, it's an idol. So he played on Beybak, Banjo, you went home. Llama, your name was just, like I said, a case of unfortunate circumstance, but that kind of helped my game because it kept Corn and I a little bit more under the cover because now we have one less final three that could possibly snitch on us. Griffin, I think it's just plain and simple. You targeted me, I targeted you, and I was able to use the social play to rally the votes to get you out. Light, I orchestrated that 2-2-2 split vote to start it, and that led to you going home.
Yeah, I think we get like, the rest of the other tribals. So yeah, I think that's it for my questions. Honestly, I didn't really prepare that much. But yeah, best of luck to both of you, and may the best man win.
Beybak, you're up.
Jury's been pretty rough on you because it's really a split decision right now. As far as I can tell, the jury is extremely torn on you guys. For me as a player, I've prided myself in this season on having a bit of control in the game. So Joker, I respect your game. I worked really close with you and I saw a lot of your mindset. But unfortunately for you, that also means I watched you fail to get your own way time and time again. Give me an example of a time that you got like exactly what you wanted.
First example is the pre-merge. The vote that sent home AndrewYalo at 11th. That vote was entirely in my hands because what you were doing what I wanted to do since I had just done what you wanted to do. So that is a time where I truly had full control over what happened at Tribal Council. At Final 6, I felt like I had more control than people gave me credit for. Sure, Light did not actually do the 3-2-1 plan. But when it came down to it, the final vote that sent Light, someone who I was probably going to end up voting out anyways, home, was my vote. It was my sole vote that 2-1'd him in the revote. And I feel like a lot of people overlook that as like, oh, sure, Jacoby wanted to split the votes, and sure, Light didn't actually do the 3-2-1, but it was my vote that ended up setting Light home because that's what I felt was better for my game.
And that's very interesting insight for me because I didn't know that was going on in the final 6. I was under the impression that we were just splitting the votes, and that's the way I saw that, so I'm glad I can get that perspective from you. And as for Jacoby, I'm focusing on this very little comment you made, but you mentioned something about you having this soul relationship with Korn, and the rest of us were your pawns, because us being your pawns means that you're controlling our every move. Please, elaborate, even if you just give, again, just one example, or if you want to give multiple, like Joker, that's up to you, of, like, an important social connection you made, and how you had control within that, and how you used that connection to give you more control in the game, other than Korn.
I'd say probably the best social connection I made in this game was probably with you, Beybak. Pretty much the whole game, you and I, we had each other begging for our lives in the game with each other. You gave me that power, I gave you that power, and really it was less so taking control of my game, and it was more so knowing when to give that control up.
Keep in mind that because we're so torn, some of this is going to come down to the story that this season is going to tell and who's going to represent that. So when you're telling us your final speeches or making a final plea of some kind, tell us why you are the best representative over the other person of this season, why this season's story is best told from your perspective.
Joe, your time.
Okay, so what I see in front of me right now is two very flawed yet still strong games. So my vote is still up in the air right now, And my question to you guys is, what value do you personally feel that you brought to the game?
You have to think about it like this, is I had an overarching story in the game that I was playing. I started the game really high up, and then Final 9, shit really hit the fan. I feel like my story took a massive turn, and I got left out of both plans, which really left me in a shit spot mentally. But it didn't leave me in a shit spot socially, because people still wanted to come and work with me. I felt like my game was just a massive roller coaster from start to finish, and I feel like it's something that I really enjoyed getting to play in, and I feel like people will at least get to watch.
I think the value I best brought to the game was the value of underestimation. Let's be real, apart from the 2 tribal councils that I got votes at, I was on none of your guys' hit list. I didn't really want to actively throw myself out there because, like I said over and over tonight, whoever threw themselves out there, they were the target the next vote, and the only exception to that is Joker, because this dude just absolutely balled out in competitions. But competitions are only like a third of the pillar that is Survivor. It is outwit, outplay, outlast, not just outplay. The competitions, like, they're great and all, awesome, fantastic, you're safe, but he constantly had to put himself where he just wasn't necessarily in as good a spot as I think I was. I wasn't on any of your guys' targets, wasn't on any of your guys' radar, none of you saw me coming, and then I somehow managed to weasel my way into the final 2.
Alright, I believe that's all the jury members. We go to closing statements now.
I know that some people have been ragging me from some of the moves that I made, or some of the things that I might have said to people. I do believe that I really do well represent each pillar. I won 6 comps. You have to realize that behind that lies the social game. And a lot of people might be thinking right now, well, Joker, you got left out of votes. How can you have a strong social game? Obviously, there's no hard feelings coming out of this season. But I think even with Jacoby and Korn, I sat down with them at that final 6, like I said, and I said, guys, we haven't worked together. We've been on opposite sides, but we need to come together. And as soon as I did that, we took out the 2 people that weren't in the conversation anymore. And I felt like I couldn't have done that if I didn't have these strong social bonds with people. Behind the social pillar also lies the strategic pillar. And I feel like I did play a really good strategic game. I felt like I had some pretty good positioning at times. I was able to vote for people who went out, especially towards the end. I feel like I represent both the people like Jacoby and Korn, who are the underdogs, and I feel like I represent the people like Joe and Beybak, who are the overdogs and kind of trying to take this game by the reins, because I was a part of both groups. I was equally a member of both groups, and I feel like if there's one person who can genuinely say that they could tell both sides of the story, it would be me. Thank you.
I never had protection that Joker had. Obviously, it's no dock to him. He earned those immunities, well done to him. But I had to play this game from the bottom constantly. I constantly had to claw my way. I am surviving votes on pretty thin margins, the 4-3 vote, and then having my name always being out there. But you know what? I had my social bonds, and I ensured I was never the top target. You would always look at the people like Joker, the people like Joe, heck, even sometimes the people like Beybak and Light, who were constantly fronting the action. You never thought about little old Jacoby chilling in the back, just scurrying his way through the game. And that's because I did that intentionally. I didn't want to be in your guys' minds until the final tribal, and I hope that this final tribal showed you guys that the game I played was just as strategic and was just as social, without ever needing to put myself at half the risk that Joker did.
Alright, I think that's it. That wraps up our FTC. Now we're going to begin the voting.
Here's how this season's been decided. A blind man stumbles into a bar. He proceeds to trip on the front step. He rolls through the center of the bar. He hits his head on the corner of a table, and he stumbles into the closest chair. He then wakes up, and he's at a poker table. He looks down at the cards that were for him, and it's pocket aces. Congratulations, buddy. You stumbled your way into the most bullshit win I've ever seen.
All right, I've collected the votes. And before I read them, I want to thank everyone for playing this season and making this an amazing season 1. It was so fun to, get through all this. And yeah, I'll stop stalling and we can get to the votes. Tonight, you want to see your name on these votes. Person with the most votes wins the game. I will now read them.
Jacoby. Second vote. Joker. Third vote. Joker.
Oh.
Yeah, Joker.
Nice.
Fourth vote. Jacoby.
Yeah, Jacoby.
Now my heart's racing a little bit. I don't like this.
I really hope it's 4-3.
Joker.
Oh, I really hope it's not 4-3. I really hope it's not 4-3. I really hope it's not...
Okay, now make it 4-3, please.
Oh, God.
Next vote. Jacoby.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Jacoby.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
gonna have a panic attack.
7, 2, 1.
Joker, dude, good luck, man.
That's 3 votes Jacoby, 3 votes Joker, 1 vote left.
God.
And the winner of Minecraft Survivor Season 1, Brazil.
That's you. That's you. You won.
Jacoby.
Yeah,
Jacoby!
Woo! Oh no. Way to
That
represent
is
the
correct.
newbies.
In a 4-3 vote, Jacoby, congratulations, you have won.
Damn.
All right, thank you everyone so much for watching the season and being part of it. It was a blast to put together and everything. Congratulations, Jacoby, once again for winning the game. And yeah, it's been a fun season, and it's time for something new.
I don't want people to know that I'm smart and that I'm gonna kick ass, but I think people will probably catch on anyways.
I'm so excited.
I've never done one of these things before, but don't count me out just for lack of experience.
As the big guy I am, I'm gonna do some big things.
I'm just gonna play the dumb football guy role, because that's what I do best. People are gonna underestimate me.
I don't really recognize many people here.
I want to play an honest game, but if I need to go and make moves, then I will do so.
I will find the peanut butter to my jelly. I will find the Juliet to my Romeo.
I'm here today to show you guys who I am as a person, as a player, and more importantly, an epic face.
I've seen a lot of Survivor. I've seen close to over 50 seasons of Survivor.